Ahoy hoy, I am Planarwalk, and welcome to Rush of Stupid. Today on the panel we have Hugh Jarsz.
Greetings and salutations, Planarwalk, and I've got a sense of deja vu because all of us were on my live stream just 24 hours ago.
True. It's very interesting how it's the exact same people.
Yes, well, hey, it's Team Awesome after all.
True. And we've got FTFE.
Hello, so are you telling me I haven't travelled back in time? This is actually happening again?
Yes.
Welcome to the Hugh Jarsz live stream.
Yeah, wait, Planarwalk was just on my stream. What? I'm getting so confused. What channel are we on?
This actually did give me yesterday I actually did have an idea. When I reached something like, 20,000 subscribers, what I think I might do for my 20,000 subscriber special is do what Simon Dan did a wee while ago and have a week of streams. However, each stream will be on a different channel.
Yeah?
I think that'd be a very interesting thing to do. What do people think?
I'd like that. I think, like, when we did that stream recently on Simon Dan's channel, we did say that we'd all maybe kind of do it again randomly on other channels, and I think that would be a good idea, kind of sharing a stream between channels, especially if it's a celebration for you, making it a community thing for, Planarwalk's 20,000. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't you want to do a 20-hour stream like FTFE did?
Well, I'll probably...
excuse me, I did a 40-hour stream.
That was for you
as well, yeah.
That was for 40,000 subscribers. I do know that I can...
Yeah. The 50-hour one.
I do know that I can probably stay awake for 40 hours. In fact, I have recently stayed awake for 40 hours whilst working on a game. The game jam things, you do have to stay awake for quite a long time, especially if you're the main programmer on the team. So...
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that. I just stay awake because, I forget to sleep every now and then.
Oh.
I'll be editing a video and I'll be like, why is the sun up? Oh, shit, I haven't gone to bed.
Yeah,
Kids are getting up asking for breakfast.
Who needs sleep?
Not me. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Well, speaking of someone who doesn't need sleep, the first thing that we're going to be talking about in Rush of Stupid, and I have way too many windows open here, is someone that doesn't need sleep, Donald Trump.
Oh, him again.
Well, he does sleep. He sleeps between 3:30 a.m. and 6 a.m. because up till 3:30 a.m. he's sitting on his gold toilet tweeting.
True.
Well, I thought he didn't sleep because he had that alien on his head controlling him.
The Tribble.
Yeah. It's clearly a Tribble. I just want to say, Planarwalk, the last time I was on here and we talked about Trump, I had a couple of Trumpites come to my channel and start attacking me for being overly political.
Okay.
I just want to point out to everybody, calling Trump an idiot for being an idiot isn't being political. I don't give a fuck about American politics. You guys, you have your strange version of democracy, whatever. That's fine. You do you. It doesn't change the fact that Donald Trump is a bona fide fucking moron. And that's not being political. That's just a fact. The guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. So apparently he's established the office of the former president. And as one person said, almost all presidents establish a post-presidency office. But, I don't get why. I guess. I just don't get it.
Have you ever seen a movie called My Fellow Americans? Of Jack Lemmon and James Garner in it. The reason they do it is so that they can handle all of their requests to go around advertising things and get paid for doing so.
Really? But
I don't see why Trump would do that because he's got billions in the bank anyway. So why would he bother?
Yeah, but the main thing that I want to focus on.
He actually got money. I thought he was bankrupt again.
Professional bankrupt. That's what he is.
But yeah, it says here right at the bottom, it says President Trump will always and forever be a champion for the American people.
Well, some.
So when he says American people, does he mean a different thing than when other people say American people?
I'd say so.
People are going to get angry at us. You realise that we've got like 2 Southern Hemisphere people and a Brit
Yeah,
arguing
about America.
talking about.
Got,
Oh, what do you know? You're not from America.
Because we get bombarded with news about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's face it. America's the only place that elected Trump as president, so yeah, we're going to fucking talk about it.
Although, I do like Nurthen Thurmpson says Trump explains why he did it here. Give me a second to bring it up.
Tweet from his gold toilet, obviously.
Yeah, he explains why he does it here.
That's why he did it. Okay, because he got his Twitter account suspended.
Yeah. Oh, Ricky Bell says he means American people like 200 years ago.
British 200 years ago, weren't they? Oh,
yeah.
No, 250.
I mean, let's face it, they're still British. You know, we just let them have their little colony.
Anyway, yes, Adrian Clark in the chat said Trump's a I don't know if I should say that to keep monetization, but
it's good to laugh at EGC, but
he's an idiot regardless of our nationality.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he was Russian, we'd still call him an idiot.
But anyway, this is a very strange thing to me. This particular exchange that I'm bringing up. So, this Clay Freeman person says, educate yourself, obviously referring to, someone saying, educate yourself as...
Yes. An educated person would write it like that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, and Oakley says, damn, I wish I was a Trump supporter so I could have shitty comebacks. Then Clay Freeman says, damn, I wish I was more educated so I could be liberal.
What an unfortunate name, Oakley.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, I literally live in a village called Oakley. And every time I see the sign, I'm like,
But
is that, looking at the profile picture, is that Nathan with a wig on? Or?
I don't know. That's a lot better looking than Nathan.
I guess so, yeah.
But
I mean, let's face it. A bulldog eating a bee is more, handsome than Nathan.
But the thing is, this part here, damn, I wish I was more educated so I could be liberal. Like,
yeah, I know, right?
They think that's an insult.
Well, his name is Clay, so...
I mean, yeah, but it's still, like, if you think that being more educated is a bad thing, then you need to get looked at.
Well, that's the first main argument, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're all being brainwashed.
You went to college. That's all brainwashing. Oh, you've got a degree. Oh, you idiot. You studied and got a degree. How dumb are you getting education? You're not smart. You just went and got educated.
He is logic.
Yeah. Like, that seems to be the...
throat punch them.
Yeah, there seems to be a common trend throughout people that are idiots, and that is that they say that education is a bad thing.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. Like, what PhD? So he's just indoctrinated. He's only spent his entire life studying in his field to know what he's on about. Nah. I know thermodynamics better than that PhD because I read a fucking word out of a dictionary that has a different definition than the one used in science.
Even worse, I saw a YouTube video from some idiot.
Yeah, I saw a YouTube video from Nathan Oakley where he yelled at someone, so he must be right.
Oh.
I saw Nathan Oakley telling his daughter what he thinks is real, and if she doesn't agree with him, then you know what happens. So, yeah, therefore, Oakley must be right.
Yeah. Talking about Oakley, honestly makes me feel ill. I mean, just picturing his face makes me want to vomit. All
right, so we'll go on to the next thing then, shall we?
Before he vomits.
Too late.
Yeah.
Now, Planet Walk. After my show that we just did, I feel like you're missing the canned laughter.
Maybe I need a laugh track. I mean...
Ooh, it's breaking up a bit.
Yeah, it did break up a bit. I mean, we could ask the chat if we should have a laugh track here.
No.
No.
But anyway, this person here says, think you had a bad tweet once? You have no idea. Right? And they share a screenshot of Jesse McLaren asking, what's the one thing the 1920s had that the 2020s should bring back? And the response is pandemics.
This is in 2019, okay.
Yeah, this is in 2019.
What?
So thanks for sharing. Jerk is prophetic.
There's one thing that the 1920s had that the 2020s should bring back. I don't know, diphtheria?
Well,
I had Spanish flu.
yeah,
Was it?
like this person responded with pandemics, right?
Yeah, we did that. It wasn't fun.
Yeah. So
It's prophetic, though.
yeah, like I mean, I had a TikTok, right, where I said right on New Year on New Year's Day when it was New Year's Day in 2020, I said, all right, Happy New Year, it's 2020, and so yeah, you stay away, get away while you still can. You do not want to experience 2020, and people were saying, like people that knew about that TikTok said, you shouldn't have made that TikTok. You predicted 2020.
Yeah.
And
Stop predicting the future.
yeah, we need. I think NASA's just having too many accidents with the time machine, honestly. So maybe they should get rid of it.
Well, they spent all the budget on my teleportation that they didn't really have much left for the time machine, so they just got 2 interns and went, well, there's a flux capacitor, just, do your best.
Yeah.
What they should do is go back in time and make sure the time machine works.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Would it? Wait, what? I hate time travel.
Or they go back in time so they don't waste their time bothering with it.
Yeah. So if I go back in time and kill myself, right? What's going to happen?
I believe that would create an alternate reality.
So would I die?
Yes, because it'd be an alternate version of you that kills you.
So I would still exist, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
An alternate version of you, yes. You in this reality wouldn't, but the alternate reality, you would still exist.
Well, it depends which reality this one is. If this is the reality in which FTFE gets to time travel, then this reality version of FTFE would still exist. But if this is the reality in which FTFE gets killed by the version of him that time travels, then this reality's version of FTFE would die.
And you realise we've just lost all the flirt we're talking about now. It's far too above their level.
I mean, we're talking about alternate reality, so this is right up their alley.
Well, they live
So
in
if I went... So
don't
are
think it's
you
alternate.
saying that I could be an alternate me that killed myself?
Yes.
You are like,
Go-
what are you, the 42nd clone? Something like that?
I'm a clone?
Yes.
We
Didn't
weren't-
you notice the barcode on your head?
We weren't supposed to tell him that.
Oh yeah, that's right. We don't do that, do we?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be the self-aware clone here.
You're
I
the
have
one that
memory.
keeps telling everyone about it.
I've
Now
got
I
a
make
family and children.
it. Yeah, we program them into you.
Yeah,
So
what?
you CGI my eyes.
Why do you think?
Probably.
Why do you think that they? Why do you think that they're always filming you? Why do you think they're always keeping an eye on you?
They put that chip
God.
in your hand and transport you places, especially when you're on the toilet and things.
So bloody inconvenient. Honestly.
So
That's such a funny image. You had a dodgy vindaloo the night before. You're on the toilet, Golden, and suddenly you're transported to this business meeting. Not the toilet, just you.
Anyway, the next thing that will go here is we've got this. Man who died visiting sex worker has extreme orgasm listed as official cause of death.
Well, if there's a way to go, I want that to be mine.
Yeah, I mean...
Wouldn't that just mean a heart attack brought on by an orgasm? Or because the orgasm itself wouldn't kill you.
I mean...
I don't know how strong was the orgasm. Have you played Mass Effect 2, by the way? Because you literally die of an orgasm in that game if you choose a particular ending.
Wait, who's calling me? Why is someone...
Why do you have the same ringtone as my wife?
The music from Cinderella.
You should have answered it. Oh, he has. Put him on the phone. I want to talk.
Oh, that's the end of that show.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still talking. Oh, okay, we got to fill the dead air somehow. How are we going to talk?
Yeah, so we've literally in charge of his channel right now. So,
yes.
Welcome to the new FTFE and Hugh Jarsz channel. Everyone, please subscribe.
This is the Hugh Jarsz live stream, remember? We established that earlier.
Yeah, the Hugh Jarsz live stream that just came from the FTFE live stream with the same people on that had the same people before. Oh my god.
All right,
confusing for Floyd.
I'm back.
Hello, welcome. Nice for you to be a guest on the FTFE and Hugh Jarsz channel. How are you doing today?
Wait, what happened to my channel?
It's not your channel anymore. You left us in charge.
Oh jeez. Yeah, I just got a call from NASA, and they were telling me about my channel's going to be taken over, and I didn't realize it would be that quick.
You keep letting out these fucking secrets. Like you're like literally like the Tom Holland of the debunking community. You know, we're only allowed to tell you certain things because we tell you too much. The fucking secrets get out.
So that's why I don't get paid.
You do get paid.
Wait, you get paid?
No, I don't get paid. Like I thought. Like I keep on finding out everyone else is getting paid.
Yeah, you just get the YouTube stuff, but you don't get the shill money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get paid. I just get told that they won't kill me if I do as they say.
Oh, wait, what?
That's not the deal with everybody else.
Yeah,
I haven't died yet.
Yeah, I feel like they just don't tell me as much. With you, it's probably a different thing. I know that they can't.
Because I did die when I was younger. Funnily enough, and it's not being hyperbolic. I literally died when I was younger. I choked to death on a jawbreaker, and my parents brought me back with CPR.
Oh.
Like my heart had stopped. I'd stopped breathing. I was completely blue, and they were doing the Heimlich maneuver on me. And my dad couldn't get it out, and then my mum took over, and she was squeezing on my stomach so hard that when the jawbreaker actually came out, it came out with such force that it shattered the glass front of the washing machine.
Oh, jeez.
Well, Mum's pretty strong.
Yeah, and now ever since then, I've been terrified of eating jawbreakers. Like my son was eating a jawbreaker. I'm like, you put that down.
Anyway, well, let's move on to the next thing. So, Tucker Carlson says Biden will make you drink Starbucks every day.
I mean, okay then.
So, like, well, obviously,
People do anyway, don't they?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't actually mind if I were to get Starbucks every day. Like, if I were to get it for free, then, yeah, I wouldn't mind. But if it's making us pay for it, I mean, I thought Biden was going to implement communism. What's communist about forcing you to pay to shop at a particular franchise?
Maybe you mean to get the coffee free.
Well, yeah,
that would be more socialist.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a dumb flat earther, and I don't understand science.
Why hasn't
Sorry,
he
Riley.
regretted saying?
I know, right?
Yeah, but Seek Truth, Speak Truth for... No, not Seek Truth, Speak Truth. It was a NASA bot for €5. Is that pounds? Oh, yeah, pounds. And it says you do get paid. Yeah, the NASA bot says that I do get paid. So obviously I do get paid. Thank you, NASA bot.
Oh, £5 at least, yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, I'm not going to complain about this. But when is this going to happen?
Well, Kevin is still, unfortunately, in charge of payroll. Ever since, Harrietta went on maternity leave. So...
I don't know what's been dealing with Mike.
Mike doesn't work anymore for the company.
I've been dealing with Mark.
Mark was fired 6 months ago.
Oh, really? I thought Mark Leventhal was still here. Why am I still getting emails from Mark Leventhal about payments and stuff?
I mean, I think he just likes you.
Maybe.
Maybe Mark hasn't noticed he's been fired.
But yeah, so on to the next thing, because why am I getting a recommend? Why does it say recommendation here?
You stupid.
Anyway, so the caption here is every day dudes manage to be insecure in new and unique ways, right? So in the left photo, her pussy is looking to his cock. His cock is facing the world. This is correct. Right photo. His cock is looking to her pussy. The pussy is facing the world. This is wrong.
I'm confused. I see no rooster. I see no cat.
Like, I am just as confused as everyone else when it comes to...
You've just broken me. What the actual...
Windows just crashed. Or FTFE just crashed.
The picture on the left, the guy looks like a guy I used to work with, and the girl looks like an old girlfriend.
I think I've only got one appropriate response for that.
I'm not prepared for that.
It's true. Like, how does anyone come up with this stuff? Like, oh. And there's more. Like,
what?
Don't.
Oh my God.
I'm saying don't lean in. And it's like, you got to, like, be upright or something, and the woman has to lean in.
If that guy fucking wants to lean in on me, I'm going to let him lean in on me. Either that or he's going to eat me. Look at the fucking size of him. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. So unless she's 3 foot tall, he's a monster.
Yeah. So basically they're saying that if The Rock wanted to hug Kylie Minogue, he's not allowed to bend over.
Yeah. Like, this is... I don't understand this. I really don't.
Is this a real thing? Do people think like this?
I mean, it's from Alpha Rivellino.
Oh God, he calls himself an alpha male. He's one of those.
Yeah, so...
He has to lean in just to reach her because she's so small.
Yeah.
No, isn't that the mountain? He's just fucking tall.
Is it the mountain? It looks too small to be the mountain, actually.
I'm not sure. I think I might be wrong there, but it's pretty fucking hell.
So...
Graham Price in the chat says, "Oh no, a giant! Don't tell why you are an idiot."
True.
Well, that mudflug guy. It's like, oh, that's the guy who cut down all the trees. Or Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, who said, oh, that's the guy who created the moon by digging out the Grand Canyon.
But anyway, we'll go part... Like, I think that is probably one of the things that it can even rival Fleur stupidity. Like...
That is a mind-boggling concept. Rivaling Fleur.
Yeah. Something that is... Onto something that is a bit easier to deal with, I guess. So, man arrested after screaming "stonks" outside of GameStop, high on PCP for 36 straight hours.
That sounds like a fucking great weekend.
It does.
Okay, so
Stonks!
there's a word.
Excuse me, sir. Could you move away? There's people want to come in and buy their gate. Sir, you're going to need to move away from the...
Stonks! 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 Stonks!
It reminds me of politicians at election time, you know. They just sort of stand there and shout anything.
Yeah.
Does this guy have... Is that a bird tattooed on his face?
It
And
looks...
some holes?
It looks like it is a bird tattooed on his face. But yeah.
And apparently he's blurry. Or maybe that's the camera, I'm not sure.
Probably the camera. And it wouldn't surprise me if it is a Florida man, so... But yeah, like...
It's Elon Musk's long-lost brother.
So, Hugh Jarsz doesn't quite get this, what stonks means. So,
Well, I'm young and innocent, remember?
so stock... You know how there's these things called stocks?
Yes.
Yeah, there's these things called stonks, which are basically stocks, but the meme version of... They're basically memes.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. But like the
Dogecoin is the meme version of cryptocurrency.
Funny how we both went there, yeah.
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 Although stonks isn't...
Honestly, if we'd bought some Dogecoin like a month ago, it's like gone up in value so much, we'd all be fucking rich.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. I want to go back in time. And
We know how that ends.
I want to go back in time and invest in... obviously, I'm going to invest in Dogecoin. Obviously, I'm going to invest in Bitcoin. Obviously, I'm going to invest in GameStop. I'd be a millionaire by the age of 25.
Yeah, I mean, when I get time travel sorted, we can all do that, you know. But,
And don't forget to kill yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, like, well...
If I'm going to invent time
Right.
travel, why don't I just come back to this point right now and give myself the time machine? Give me a sec. Hold on.
Gonna write down a note.
I'm not here yet. I should be here in a minute.
Well, here's the thing. What you do is you go back and... I can easily go back in time, kill myself, right? And then I haven't aged a day since back then, so... Yeah, you know...
Point. Almost like you're Asian.
A bit.
Just don't age at all until about the age of about 65, then suddenly they're great.
Yeah. That's probably going to be what happens to me. Because you go back to my videos that I uploaded in 2015. I barely look any different. Maybe I look a little bit younger. And I've definitely grown more facial hair since then, so that's the only real difference.
But are you still a virgin?
No comment.
Oh dear. I just want to point out to everyone, just below the video, there's a join button, so you can become a Planet Walk channel member.
Yes, if I
believe at the moment, Planet Walk has 10 times my subscribers, but has the same number of members. So, and I've only been monetized for 24 hours.
yeah.
So above the join button, there's a downvote button. If you click that, it's going to help his channel immensely.
Gary Whitebinger has already done that twice.
True.
Oh, it's Gary Weaponinger there. God, goodness me, Gary.
Earlier.
I would suggest that you never debate again because I've never seen a Flurf get whipped so hard as when you went on Tommy Gronville's channel.
I haven't actually seen Gary Windbanger in the chat.
Yeah, I think I saw him earlier. Or maybe it was on FTFE stream. It's all becoming a blur.
Yeah.
Yeah. But oh yeah, I was gonna say that if I get 2 more channel members, then I can get a new emoji, and the next emoji is gonna be a flat Earth emoji. So,
What sort of emoji is that? I mean, what emoji is supposed to represent an emotion? So the flat Earth emoji.
Emote, or they call them emojis. You know, you get
It's an emotion of stupid, I guess.
yeah, like you currently get like a Team Skeptic Team Skeptic Ding, me with my mouth open, like it's like that. So that's a fun one. A Karen emoji. You don't want to fingers in the ear, not listening emoji. A space comma emoji, and a this is an egg emoji.
This is an egg.
Yep.
It's about the only thing he's ever got right in his entire life.
Well, he did also put east and west on the correct side of a screen in one of his videos recently.
Well, here's the thing. He also got this is a parts per million meter, right? And he also
True, yeah.
he also got correct that he doesn't know what it does.
Yeah, that's true.
You didn't know what the units were, yeah?
Yeah.
Could have been unicorn fart.
It's just a number. Yeah, just unicorn farts.
So you know. Anyway,
It's pure science right there.
Anyway. Oh yeah, Adrian Clark, whilst we're waiting for this to load, wants me to ask FTFE if he's going to have Team Skeptic on his new show.
Yeah, the team has an open invite. So.
Okay. So, you know. So here we go. There are people that are... They think that this is bad. Asking someone for a source. You know? Like,
Well, they expect you to just trust them.
yeah, like, where are you getting these numbers from? And that's verifiably false. Like, if someone says that's verifiably false and posts information to correct you, then...
Yeah, that makes you a neckbeard, apparently.
Yeah, it's like these people seem to have a problem with facts.
Because they only argue from emotion. That's the thing. They think it. Like Level Earth Observer is a perfect example. He thinks it can't be true, so therefore it must not be. He doesn't want it to be true, so therefore, how could this possibly be a rocket going in space? We're literally seeing CGI rocket landing. Because he wants that to be the case. He just has emotional arguments. He's not interested in facts because that would say he's wrong, and he doesn't want to be wrong.
Yeah.
Even though he is.
And then you've got Ian Miles Wrong saying it's unverifiable because, or he's saying, quote, it's unverifiable because I refuse to verify it, therefore it didn't happen. And it's like...
Yep. Pretty much it.
Well, no, the thing is, it's not on me to go and verify your claims, right? It's on you
Yeah, exactly.
to provide...
Proof, yeah.
Yeah, you have the burden of proof to show me to verify your claim, right? So they think that debunking something because they're calling us debunkers. I mean that actually has a nice ring to it. You know, the debunkers.
Doesn't really mean anything though.
Still has
the
a
insult there.
Yeah, it still has a nice ring to it, honestly. So I'm going to be a debunker from now on. So
I like debunker. Yeah, I don't mind going with that.
yeah. But there's more. And there's this person here saying, fact check, their facts if I edit the wiki article. And I mean, sometimes you do have people editing the wiki article, but I mean, there are other ways to fact check.
Yeah, I edit quite a lot of wiki articles because I find a bunch of wrong shit in them.
And that's the whole idea of wiki is that people with the actual facts can come in and say, no, that's bullshit, here's the real facts, and here's how I support that.
For instance, if you go to the Wikipedia entry for sulfur hexafluoride, instead of it just saying it is a man-made gas, it now says that it is a man-made and natural gas with a citation to an experiment I found that shows that it's a natural gas.
Okay.
So,
backing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because flat earthers tried to use, when I was showing sulfur hexafluoride as evidence of pressure without a container, they were like, well, that's not natural, it's a man-made gas. I mean, that doesn't matter anyway, that's not how fucking science works, you absolute dipshits.
It's not super
I then went and did a bit of research and found out that it's not only man-made, about 0.4% of sulfur hexafluoride in the world is a naturally occurring gas. So, you can edit Wikipedia, but if what you edit is incorrect, and doesn't have a citation, that's taken away within seconds.
Yeah, and there's even more like new studies show, researcher studies, peer review. Like, is this supposed to be a bad thing?
That's the process by which we objectively determine what the truth is, by having peer review and having studies that look at certain aspects of things and try and eliminate all variables so that we can figure out what is actually causing something. That's how. Why do they knock the process of science? It seems because nothing else gives it a completely objective view of something.
Yeah,
The reason they knock it is because it doesn't tell them what they want to hear.
Here's the thing, like, this is the sort of stuff that you'd expect flat earthers to say, right? But now it's like alt-right people that will say it, and it's really weird to me. Like,
it's more than that. It's conspiracy nutters. They're all conspiracy nutters. Flat earthers are a subset of that.
yeah,
So yeah, alt-right are conspiracy nutters.
yeah.
Is that mindset we're dealing with here?
So yeah, like, the thing is, they're becoming the new flat earthers, and it's really, it's really annoying that there are so many people that are just disconnected from reality.
It's because they can. I think it's simply because of the internet. They can funnel in more bullshit into their brain, and their brains are no good at filtering it out.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the internet. It's allowed the village idiot to leave the village.
True.
Be the village idiot for a lot of more villages.
Yeah.
At the same time, you know?
I mean, I do like things about the internet. I mean, there are conveniences that it does offer, right? Like, it offers the convenience of being able to communicate with anyone around the world. Like, I wouldn't be able to communicate with FTFE or Hugh Jarsz right now if it wasn't for the internet. It does.
Might have been a good thing, but
But it also allows people to spread misinformation. And here's the thing. Misinformation these days is spreading faster than actual information, I find. Because there's... It's easy to come up with a reason. It's easy to make up stuff. It's a little bit harder to explain why the made up stuff is just completely wrong. Right?
it usually takes a lot longer to explain why it's wrong than it is to just say it.
Yeah.
Aaron Ra, when he was debating Ken Hovind, Ken Hovind would fire a bunch of things at him, and Aaron Ra would make 7 videos to explain why he was wrong.
Well, no,
because the concept of that complex.
Well, no, the thing is, like, Aaron Ra put out a challenge to Kent Hovind, and Kent Hovind put out some kind of challenge. Aaron Ra accepted a challenge with conditions, right? And then what happened is Aaron Ra made I think it was a video that was 40 minutes long, and then Kent Hovind did like 7 videos on it, right? And then Aaron Ra basically said, okay, well, we're going to have to have a bit more restrictions on this, and I'm not sure if Kent Hovind finished actually responding to Aaron Ra's videos.
But I just remember Aaron making a point that he might make his opponent might make a point, but in the debate he's only got 5 minutes to respond, and that usually isn't enough time to explain it properly. Depending on what the point is, of course. And that's why he made the video, to back it all up. But and that's a tactic in debate, so that it makes it look like your opponent doesn't really know what they're talking about, even when they do, simply because they don't have enough time to explain it properly.
Absolutely.
Connor, I need to go and take a Riley. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, well,
take a Nathan.
we'll just bring up the next thing. This is from Scientist Mel. I believe that FTFE has actually had Scientist Mel on his channel before.
She rings the bell.
Yeah. But anyway, this is an actual photo of anti-maskers trying to figure out why the pandemic is lasting so long. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it is true. Like, if you decide to not wear a mask, then you're prolonging the pandemic. Or prolonging... Like, here in New Zealand, we don't have to wear a mask. Why? Because we've...
COVID there.
Yeah, we don't... Well, we do have some COVID, just... It hasn't... We haven't had...
Comes in from over.
Yeah, we haven't had a... Well, we did have a small outbreak recently, community outbreak. But it's one of the things that once we figure out what's the people that have it, you know, do contact tracing, it's immediately, okay, we know who has it, let's contain it, right? And then once it's contained, we relax everything a bit more, and then, you know, back to normal life. Yeah. Whereas in America, it's just one of the things like, oh, let's do a half-assed lockdown. You know, let's...
Well, I think they're having like 2,000 people dying every day, let alone how many people getting infected every day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like if I go to
different situation.
If I go to Worldometers coronavirus, let's bring this up.
I mean, also got many times the population of New Zealand or Australia. They've got 350 million odd, something like that. And New Zealand's got what, 5, and we've got 25. So you know, the scale is a bit different, but still, the infection rate, new cases. I think I saw 50,000 new cases there.
Well, if we go to these things here, like new cases in the US. Like,
it's going down a bit, but 70 odd thousand, 84,000.
And
it's a lot of new cases.
Deaths, yeah, we're over 1,000 deaths. Yeah, over 1,000 deaths a day, each day. That
still.
Yeah, and you know, if they actually did a proper America just did a proper nationwide lockdown, they'd be able to do. They may not get rid of it.
Freedom.
Yeah,
freedom to live and not be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always that gets me. Well, it's my body, it's my choice. Well, you know what? It's also my choice to not have a deadly virus thrust upon me. As far as I'm concerned, right? If someone is near me in a shop and they're not wearing a mask, they are near me with a deadly weapon. They are near me with something that could potentially kill me. And if they come close to me, I'm going to warn them, please move away from me. And if they keep getting close to me, I will tell them that if you come close to me again, I'm going to use force to defend myself. If they come close to me again, they're going on the fucking floor.
Like, if I were you, I'd basically have my phone ready, you know? And so that you can basically... because, you know, it is content, but at the same time, it's like telling people to... telling people don't be like this dickhead. Yeah. You know?
God, you say dick. So weird.
Yeah.
You said dick.
Well, here's the thing. When I say 6, Australians think that I'm saying something completely different.
69 hot and chopped.
Why did you just say set?
When Australians say 6, I think they're saying 6.
Because we speak proper, like what Faze does.
You don't speak proper. You guys sound like Londoners, but like, you know, in slow motion.
How can Londoners not sound like British? Because London's the middle of Britain. It's where most
Australia, you know, the Australian accent sounds like the British accent, but in slow motion.
Only
honestly,
in the country. In the city, people talk a lot faster.
Well,
Bogans might talk slowly.
Well, when it comes to Australia, you know...
Australia.
Yeah, you know, I can tell that there's definitely a difference between, you know, British people and Australian people. So, you know.
Yeah, that sounded rather bogan to me.
We all know there's no Australians. There's just convicts we gave their own island.
And yes, that was a very smart move, taking people from a cold and miserable place and as punishment sending them to a paradise.
Paradise? He
seem.
sent you a place where every square meter there's 400 deadly things.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, web spider. I love it. Beautiful thing.
Oh, look at that koala. Isn't that cute? My face.
Drop it. Careful with it.
Yeah, you got to be
Like the
careful.
Vegemite.
Like there is a different. Remember, there is a difference between koalas and bears.
In fact, koalas are fake. Remember Wormhat? He was true. He was right,
God,
you know?
of course.
Drop bears are real. It's koalas that are fake.
But anyway, from cursed conspiraboomer images, we've got.
Sorry,
What?
nothing. It's just the fucking name.
There's an image here from, obviously some conspiraboomers that say, society today, wear a mask and wait for toxic vaccines, or focus on health and avoid poison. And everyone's lining up to wear a mask and wait for toxic vaccines.
Yeah, but why does that guy on the right, under the focus on gut health and avoid poison, look ill? Look at him. He's ghostly white. He looks like he's about to die.
Maybe
I
it's...
can't get over the name next to the ampersand there. Not ampersand, the at symbol, whatever you call that. Yeah, I mean, if is it? I thought that was the and symbol. Anyway,
That is the
vaccines are genocide. If vaccines were genocide, how come smallpox has disappeared? It's genocide of the smallpox.
Yeah, like...
Literally got rid of smallpox.
I mean, sure, my arm was sore after getting the HPV vaccine, right? Because I recently...
That's because you're so thin that, I don't know if you have any blood. I'm surprised when they put the needle in you, it just didn't go through your arm and squirt out the other side.
But there's something there I don't understand. I thought the HPV was for women, not for the men. The men can get it too, can they?
Yeah. I mean, I got the HPV vaccine. There's like three shots, right? You get the first one, second one, and third one, and I got them all for free. Like, I'm not gonna turn down free vaccines.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why you're a clone who's has their mind controlled by NASA. So.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And then, okay, this is even better. We're not going to heal the gut and build the immune system naturally, because, why would you do that? But instead we're going to restrict breathing with a toxic cloth, stand 6 feet apart, and waiting for a toxic injection. So...
I think the symbol there that says tit is appropriate, because anyone who thinks that must be a bit of a tit.
Yeah, they say...
I'm sorry, but a mask is a toxic cloth.
Yeah.
What kind of cloth are they making their masks from? I think they're doing it wrong.
They're obviously
place, sure.
they're obviously making the cloth from asbestos.
It's like they're taking the cloth and dipping it in some heavy water from a reactor coolant plant before putting it on their face.
Yeah.
No, that's...
And
My God.
And surgeons all the time, they're going to die, obviously.
and what's wrong with standing 6 feet apart? I really
No,
don't
I know.
like.
I don't like other people. They should stay away from me all the time.
Yeah, like quite often I'll just have a sword right in my hand. Yeah, if you don't stand 6 feet away from me, I'm sorry, but you're gonna get cut up really bad, and it's not my fault that you didn't stay 6 feet away from me. You're the idiot that decided to stand within 6 feet of someone swinging a sword around.
Yeah.
Not sure that image is lacking in enough violence for YouTube's purposes, but we'll say.
And obviously vaccines aren't toxic, like... I mean...
Obviously not, because
they
lots
will...
of people are alive with the smallpox vaccine.
Yeah, they will spur on an immune reaction, but, they will build...
I got a vaccine from when I was a baby. I haven't died yet.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? They say building the immune system naturally. Yeah, you can build the immune system naturally by going and diving into a river full of cow dung. That'll build your immune system
Yeah,
naturally.
That sounds like a great idea. You know, don't worry about the toxic fucking germs and stuff you're going to get in the meantime. At least you can have a healthy immune system that still won't protect you from the coronavirus, because that's not how it works.
Yes, I was going to say, look at the life expectancy of people in southern Asian countries where diarrhea is a way of life. You know, their gut and immune system is constantly under attack, and they don't have as good a life expectancy as other places where they don't do diarrhea as a way of life.
But also like, remember when they built the immune system naturally to polio back in the day?
Yeah. Exactly. We didn't have to, use vaccines to get rid of polio at all. That just naturally, everyone ate some dirt. That's what it was. Everyone ate some dirt with a bit of cow dung mixed in, and everyone was fine, and polio just went away.
They're watching Eric Dubay video or something. I would say, Planet Walk, you've never met anyone who had polio, have you?
No, I haven't.
I've only met maybe 3 people in my entire life, and they were older than me. But someone like you, who's half my age, probably hasn't met anyone, and that's because the polio vaccine worked.
Yeah, and here's the thing: like with polio, and same with coronavirus, they can have lasting effects. That's what these morons don't realize.
Long COVID is a thing.
Yeah, I'd much rather get autism, and I probably already have autism, or at least some form of autism, than... I'd much rather get autism than, have trouble breathing for the rest of my life. Or be paralyzed for the rest of my life.
Autism's not a virus, is it?
The one sin in the chat said if they want to heal the gut, they should protest against McDonald's, not vaccines.
Taste buds, I would have thought, but yeah.
And
I mean, I actually think that McDonald's might be good for the gut, because that stuff's like, undestructible. Have you ever seen what happens if you take a McDonald's cheeseburger and just leave it for 30 years? It looks like it hasn't, it looks the same after 30 years.
Conservatives, yeah.
But the thing is, the reason why I said autism is because they say that vaccines cause autism, right? Which they don't. But even if they did,
No way.
I'd much rather have autism than, be paralyzed because of polio, and get encephalitis because of measles, and get long-term COVID because of COVID,
Well, polio means your legs don't work and whatever. Yeah. Autism's a bit like a superpower at times. You can figure out things that other people can't, and all sorts of things.
Does that mean that everyone who's figured out their Earth the globe has autism? I mean, we've figured out things that flat earthers can't.
No, there are forms of autism that make it difficult to learn as well.
Okay.
In a lot of cases, it helps them. It enhances them. Like my partner's son, he was always chastised. I mean, he's an adult now, but he was always chastised by his teachers because he would do his maths work, but he'd just write down the answer, because he'd read the question and the answer would pop into his head, so he just wrote it down, and he'd get it right every time. And the teacher said, well, show us your working. And he didn't have any. It just happened.
Yeah, the same was for me. It was annoying having to show my working, but I do get showing your working, it was rather than...
That was a fun bit of maths. It was showing, oh, gee, I've thought about all these things.
But yeah, this... well, the thing with showing your working is, let's say you get the wrong answer, right? But the process that you... but there was this one tiny mistake that you made. Maybe you wrote the wrong... one of your calculations was a bit off. At least when you show your working, you can be like, okay, I just made one small mistake, so they can still give you some marks for it. Right? Whereas if you're just looking for the answer, it's like, well... they don't know how you came to the answer you did, so if you get the wrong answer, that's it. Because everyone does make mistakes, right?
What are you on about? I've never made a fucking mistake in my life. How dare you?
I thought I made my first
You
mistake
made
the other
it-
day, but I was wrong.
FTFE, you made a mistake by debating flat earthers.
No, that's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. Have you an idea how much fucking fun I have? Right, honestly, there is like 407 debates on my channel, and I have had so much fucking fun in every single one of them. Even if sometimes it makes me want to scream, like at the end of it, I come out thinking that was fucking amazing. These people are idiots. It's hilarious. I'm never going to regret debating flat earthers because it's fucking endlessly entertaining.
It's utterly pointless apart from the entertainment.
But
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got this another image here which says, why educate people about the real causes of disease, processed food, GMOs, pesticides, pharmaceuticals, and vaccines when we can blame the coronavirus for everything? And I just want to say, can we stop, blaming GMOs, like saying that GMOs are bad? Because, like, it is ridiculous how many people actually think that GMOs are a bad thing. Sure, there are problems with GMOs. I'm not denying that. But saying that they're all bad, it's just more of we've got to be careful with them. It's like with anything though. Like, you just got to be careful.
Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much all food is GMO. There's different ways of doing GMO. You can bombard the genes and things like that, which is the ones that most people are worried about. But almost all food is selectively bred, which is another form of genetic modification. It's like bananas and pineapples. They wouldn't be anything like the size that they are if it wasn't for that selective breeding. Yeah. And people could argue, well, you haven't bred out all these dangerous things. And, well, yeah, sure, you can make that argument, but they haven't really raised their heads in the centuries since we found those foods and developed them into what they are today.
And there's actually, like, they've got pesticides here, right? There's, I can't remember, I think it was in India. There were farmers that were using pesticides on their crops. And there was a study conducted where they had crops that were genetically modified to produce their own pesticides. What they found is that the farmers that were using the genetically modified crops had a lower risk of dying from using too much pesticide.
What was that again?
What?
The farmers that were using
what was the last word you said? Too much what?
Pesticide.
That's made from piss, is it?
Pesticide.
I Kiwi accent. Right.
Yeah. And
I mean, the thing is, they don't understand what any of these things mean, right? There's a flat earther, I can't remember what his name is, but he's going on about how the lab-grown meat that is being researched and developed at the moment, right? How that is totally evil and against God and stuff. And I'm like, well, it could literally solve world hunger. That is literally the answer to world hunger. The fact that we can grow meat in a lab from a single cell.
That's
but
actually
we're not allowed to do that because it's evil.
For climate change, because one of the big contributors to climate change is the methane released by cows. If you don't have to have cows everywhere, then you're going to reduce that.
But
Nice.
But yeah, like that is actually something that we've got coming up, talking about later on in the show, is the lab grown meat. I think it's a good thing, but
tastes alright, I guess.
Also, like, it seems that this image here is also just denying that diseases are caused by viruses.
Yeah. Oh, that always gets me. Viruses, they're not. That's just toxins leaving your body. Is what now?
Yeah, it's really.
That's not how any of this works.
Obviously, these toxins leaving your body can be caught by other people.
Yeah. Planet, I've got about 10 more minutes, bud, and then I'm going to have to jump off, okay?
Okay.
And to feed the corgis, so I'll need a 5-minute break at some point.
Yeah.
We should do that now, and that way I'm still here when FTFE is here.
Okay, yeah, that works. And there's...
I'll see you in a bit.
And then there is, by Tit as well, when she knows COVID is a giant scam and she's not a feminist. Wow, they're lumping everything together, aren't they? They're lumping in feminists with people that think that COVID-19 is real. And, I mean, I don't think that there's anything wrong with being a feminist. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with saying that COVID-19 is real, so... I mean, I suppose the morons can all... What's that?
Are they saying that giving flowers to a woman and being chivalrous is a bad thing?
Well, to be fair, like, I do think that putting your jacket down so that a woman can step on, like, because there's a small puddle.
I mean, she could fucking step over that. She could walk around that. There's no need for that. That's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Plus, that jacket could be expensive. I'd be like, Emma, get the fuck off my jacket. What are you doing?
I wouldn't put my jacket down in the first place. You know, like, if you can't walk around a puddle, then I think that we're gonna have problems, right? Yeah.
Oh man, these memes are like. They're so far away from reality that it's like it's come from a flat earther, but it's someone who just doesn't understand women or sexism
or reality
or reality in general. You're right. I mean, it's you can be a feminist and still love getting a bunch of flowers from a dude.
Yeah,
you know, those things aren't incompatible.
Yeah, like you can be like all. Feminism is just being like, you know, don't treat me shit because don't treat me like shit because I'm a girl, right? That or a female or whatever you want to call yourself, right? That's all feminism is, right? Now there are some people that are a bit extreme, I will admit, but that's the that is the majority of feminism is just like don't treat me like shit because I'm a woman.
Yeah. And it did make my favorite mission on Red Dead Redemption 2.
What's that?
Did you play Red Dead 2?
I've played a little bit of it. I haven't played a whole lot. I need to get back.
One of the missions is there's a woman going around like spouting like really hardcore feminism stuff, and basically you can end up just murdering her, and be like fucking feminists.
Yeah. Anyway, the next thing that we've got is is this? I think we're going to be shitting on some feminists or something now. Oh no, some SJWs. Reminder to move away from using the word marijuana as it is xenophobic and rooted in racism.
No, it's not. It's just the name of a fucking herb. Don't be dumb.
Like, the thing is, like, the word marijuana was used because it, you know, was something that sounded scary because it, you know, it sounded Mexican, right? But, like, I can still use it, right? Like, I haven't seen... Like, sure, like, saying weed is a lot easier than saying marijuana. But... I haven't seen...
Sticky icky.
I haven't ever seen anybody... Like, I haven't ever seen any Mexicans complain about the use of the word marijuana.
No. It's... what you find is the people that are complaining about these things like, oh, you can't use the word retard because people are disabled. Or you can't use the word marijuana because there's Mexican people. The people that say that aren't the people that have mental disabilities or are Mexican. It's people that want to sound like they're trying to stick up for these people that never asked them to stick up for them.
Yeah, like when it comes to the word retard, like, I think that it's all dependent on the context. Now, if you call someone that's actually disabled a retard, well, then that is bad, right? When you're
calling a flat earther a retard is just an accurate description of a person.
Yeah, and when it comes to now, I do try and not use it because I do realize that it can make some people uncomfortable, right? And that is more the reason why I don't use it. It's not because it's a bad word or anything. It's more I understand that there are some people that feel uncomfortable from it. But then there are some people that feel uncomfortable when I say the word fuck, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't care, personally, if people feel uncomfortable with the things I say. I will call a fucking flat earther a retard because it is the most accurate description for the type of person they are. They are mentally fucking retarded. They are dumb as shit. There's no getting away from it. And people that come to me and say, "Oh, well, you can't use that. That's not very nice to people that are, actually mentally disabled." I'm like, "Right, so you're calling mentally disabled people retards then?" Because I'm not. I'm calling flat earthers retards.
Yeah, like
and the thing about the word retard, specifically the word retard, is it came from meaning the exact same as the word idiot. The word idiot and the word retard have exact same origins and both meant a mentally disabled person in the past. But now, those words don't mean those things anymore.
Yeah.
A retard isn't an official description for someone who's mentally impaired. And an idiot isn't a medical description for someone like that. Now we can use those words. That words have power. Words have a lot of fucking power. So let's take that word retard and use that power that it contains to point and laugh at flat earthers.
Yeah, I think that it's... I do agree with you there, because I do think that it's important to recognise that people... Now, as I said, like, if you call a mentally disabled person a retard to make fun of them, then you are a piece of shit, right? But if you are using it to just, as an insult towards flat earthers, then I don't really see any problem with it. Now, some people may find a problem with that, and, that's up to each individual person, I guess. But, and it's also up to each individual person whether they want to say it. Now, I generally don't say it just out because as I said, I know there are some people that feel uncomfortable when I use that. But, if I'm, if there are some times when I think that it is a bit more appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm. Mick Ryan in the chat says it's harsh saying retards think the earth is flat. You're right, Mick Ryan. I shouldn't associate retards with flat earthers. That's incredibly mean to all retards. I do apologize to all retards for comparing you to flat earthers. That's not fair. Flat earthers are way dumber than retards, apparently.
I'm back.
But
I'm back.
Bullies are fed.
But the next thing that was said is losing weight is fat phobia, but we're not ready for that conversation.
Sorry, but I've lost like a third of my body weight recently. So am I being fat phobic?
Yeah.
If anyone's seen me walking down the street, they'd be running for their life as well.
That would mean that they're fat phobic, right, Hugh Jarsz?
Yeah, exactly. They need to be. It's smart.
So somebody that wakes up one day, looks down at themselves and thinks, I'm not happy with that. I want to, make my health better, lose some weight. They're being fat phobic because they want to increase their, longevity and their health. Trying to walk. When I come here, you need to warn me if this kind of stupid about to come up.
Yes, did you
I'm
have
sorry.
your oven mitts on?
What the act? That losing weight is fat phobia, but we're not ready for that conversation. You're gonna have to tell me who tweeted that, because I'm gonna fucking go and shout at them.
I have no idea. All you've got is this profile picture.
Yeah. Not much to go on, is it?
I'll image search that profile picture and find them. I wanna be like, what the actual fuck?
But yeah, like
I was weighty, right? I put on a bunch of weight. There's a reason why the flat earthers started calling me Fight the Tight Shirt, right? And they were right. I put on a lot of fucking weight, so I wanted to lose some. How is that being fucking fat phobic?
Well, you're scared of the fat, so you want it off your body. I guess that's the
logic.
if you call it logic.
I find it really annoying, that there's like these things like apparently not wanting to date someone who's overweight is fat phobic, and
Yeah,
like I I think that it's perfectly reasonable to not want to date someone who's not overweight. Same reason why I don't want to date anyone who is a guy.
I don't want to date anyone who's too skinny. Is that skinny phobic?
Yeah, like
Is there such a thing?
I do not think that the fat.
I don't want to date anyone because my wife would be very angry.
Someone in chat.
Yes, that's Emma's phobic.
Yeah.
Like someone in chat said about the fat positive movement, and I don't think that the fat positive movement is an overall good thing. Now, if you are fine with the way that you are, and you don't mind being overweight and all that, and that is fine, but I don't think that grants you some kind of special thing of you're not allowed to criticize me, right? Like, if I put on some weight, you can absolutely criticize me for my weight. Just like with FTFE, he put on some weight, and people can absolutely criticize him for his weight.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
Whether or not you react to that criticism is up to you, of course.
And it also doesn't...
I mean, you don't have to get angry and stuff about it, but for me, it was... A part of it was a little bit of a wake-up call, Shit, I've got thousands of people that watch me, and quite a few of them are saying that I put on weight. Maybe they're fucking right. I need to do something about that. How is that me being fat phobic? Because I don't want to be fat.
But this is just all the trend of trying to turn everyone into a victim, so they get sympathy they don't really deserve.
But also,
I don't want to die, so am I corpse phobic?
Yeah, like, the way that I see it is I do want to remain skinny, and the reason why is because, firstly, I think that it's good for me to be attractive, and I feel like being skinny is probably a little more attractive than me being obese, right? But then there's also the case of, if I put on...
It didn't work.
Probably.
Sorry.
But if I put on weight, then it also raises my chance of, like, all this bad stuff like heart attacks, diabetes, all that bad stuff that I don't want. And
Look at Henry VIII. He got really fat. He had diabetes. He had all sorts of things, probably syphilis and all sorts of stuff. And he died younger than I am now. So, and he was a king. I'm not. I'm not that sort of king, anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
But
all right, Planner, I do need to jump off now, bud. So thanks for having me on, and thank you for being on the first episode of Stupidity Is Not Right.
All right.
And everyone, go and hit that join button and become a Planner Walk member.
Yeah.
I have decreed that it should happen.
I need 2 more members. Then I get a new emoji.
All right. I will speak to you guys later. Have a nice one.
All right. See ya.
See you, mate. Good to talk to you.
Bye.
Now, some people may have...
Him.
Now, some people may have realized that this makes no sense. What does this even mean? The rise of, which is to say the return of, the plant and of cis heteronormativity, and the late modern production of benevolent patriarchs who, in performances of tenderness, rebrand the terrors of cisgendered manhood. What did I just say?
I could probably figure out the second 2/3 if I had some understanding of what the rise of the plant and dog daddy means.
I really have no idea. It just sounds like a Ken Wheeler word salad.
Oh, that's the name. Yes. Someone asked earlier, who is the person in the bottom left-hand corner of your Rush of Stupid card? That's Ken Wheeler.
Yeah.
It sounds like this sounds like someone who wanted to sound smart, so they put in as many words as they possibly knew of, had heard of somewhere, so that whatever they're trying to say sounds smart. And that's a persuasion technique of flat earthers in particular and conspiracy nutters in general. They try and sound smart so that people who don't know better think, oh, you must be smart, you're using all these smart words. So therefore I'll listen to what you have to say.
Someone says that's a test of text generating AI, right? And it wouldn't surprise me.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then we have meme, which is Stalin Stalin, I think it is, going, what? Good meme. Anyway, on to the next thing. This is something that I found. Oh no, I didn't want to save image. I wanted to click copy link. And so this is something I found on Facebook. This person asks, "What's your sign?" "I'm a Cancer." They respond with, "I'm a Pisces. I love you. I love you too. We moving in together." Now.
Ahoy hoy. Don't worry. We all like you no matter
big super
what
chat,
you
man.
look like.
Yeah, thank you, Graymore Ghost, for the $20. And yeah, I'm glad that you like me no matter what I look like. Unless I have a man bun. It's been...
Oh, I'm bloody unsubbing if you get a man bun.
Yeah.
Patreon. I don't understand this. What are they saying? That if you have horoscope signs that are compatible, you should just move in together? Is that what they're trying to say? I don't understand the point.
Yeah, something like that. Like,
That just sort of means nothing, really.
like to me, it's like, okay, like there's so much wrong with this. Is where do I start? Like, firstly, this is like people say still a better love story than Twilight. This is not a better love story than Twilight. This is actually a worse story than Twilight.
It's about on par. Someone in the chat, Neil Bowler, says that I'm very low, apparently. Hugh Jarsz is my name, Neil.
Planners audio is loud, others very low. Okay, yeah, I'll fix that. Let me first check.
I could turn up my mic a little. Is that making any better?
Oh, I have, because the last person, one of the previous people that I had on was, there was only like a few decibels out, so there we go. Everyone's back at...
Adrian Clark says he hears us both fine.
Yeah.
So
Well,
might have been satire, okay.
Okay.
Although I don't see why it's funny, but anyway. This seems better. Yeah, it's about the same as Twilight.
Yeah, but like, why?
Not
Like,
much depth.
you shouldn't. What you shouldn't do is you shouldn't judge people based on their horoscope, right?
Absolutely.
Adam just sent in a super chat which said, I can't wait. Here we go.
I like you too, but you sucked in your debate with flattening atheism. You presented no facts at all to prove.
Yes, you presented no facts at all to prove a flat Earth. Wonder why that was.
Exactly.
The domination wants me to shout. Okay, I'll shout. No, I can't keep that up.
And we've got a new member, Paul Kopp. Thank you, Paul Kopp.
We finally got one.
Yeah, just need one more member, and then I can add in that emoji, that flat Earth
And
emoji.
at last, you've got one more member than I have. Took you a while.
But yeah,
Let me check.
but yeah, you
Changed.
it's true. Oh, it does the little thing. Adrian Clark says, "I'm afraid I'm poor." Sorry. Well, if you're poor, don't. Only donate if you have enough money. Like, I'm also poor, so
Yep. No, I've still only got 8, so.
So I
You're
don't.
winning. You're winning.
Yeah, I don't expect people to give money if they can't afford it. Essentially, because
Absolutely, we are grateful for those who do spare the money for us. But yeah, we certainly don't want people to go into debt or not pay rent or whatever just to give us money. We're here to entertain you. The best thing you can do for us is to like this stream, share it around on your social media, and get other people interested in the channel as well.
Yeah.
That helps us a lot as well.
Yeah. Like, it is very bad hearing about someone that's like in crippling debt, or someone saying, I had to cut some things out to make this work, but I'm giving you some money on Patreon or whatever. And it's like, don't do that. Just don't do that. If you are struggling financially, don't try and support anyone else financially, basically.
That's right.
You know, like
and Adrian Clark just reminded me, comments are also very important for the algorithm, and that'll get a lot of people to pick up our channel. So make a comment on this video as well as in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, just don't. Whilst we're on this, don't base your love life off horoscopes, because don't try to force things to work because your horoscopes line up. There's people that have tried to force things to work when because their horoscopes line up, and that's not the way that you should go about things, right?
I had someone yesterday telling me about a particular star sign, the qualities and nature of that person because of that star sign, and I was saying, well, my dad was that, and he was the exact opposite. How does that work? Because if it was true, everyone of that star sign would be the same, wouldn't they?
There is a video that I've got 2 videos that I've planned for this week. I was going to do this video last week because... but then I decided, the Hand joined my server, so I'm going to make a video on him. But what I have a video lined up is of someone that says that astrology is science, and I'm going to rip into that video. But first, I'm going to make a video on the Perseverance landing on Mars, or Flat Earth's reaction.
Apparently, the astrologers had an international conference where they declared that it was a science. No scientist has ever declared that it was a science, but they have, apparently.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, the next story is about Ben Shapiro and Gina Carano.
Really?
They are teaming up for a movie a movie project to fight cancel culture.
Yes, well, what Disney did to Gina Carano was pretty disgusting, really. There were other people working for Disney who were equally public with their political views. It's as if Gina was cancelled because she had a particular political view.
Well, I think it was more
outspoken.
I remember the particular thing. Like, I've heard quite a bit about this. Like, the particular thing is that she compared America today to Nazi Germany.
Yeah, it was a very poor metaphor, that one.
Yeah, like
Nazi Germany should not be mentioned. You know, Godwin's law and all that.
Yeah, but like, even with that, like even if you do excuse that whatever the whole thing around Gina Carano, like obviously Disney has a right to say we don't want to be associated with this person and all that, but
it's not consistent is the point. Pablo Hidalgo said something even worse. He didn't use Nazis, but he said something worse. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up. But I remember thinking that was worse than what Gina said, and he's still there. Maybe they favour men over women. Who knows?
Possibly, but teaming up with Ben Shapiro because you lost your job, let's say you guys decide to cancel me on Twitter, right? Let's say that everyone decides to cancel me on Twitter. I still wouldn't team up with Ben Shapiro.
Well, I think in this case she's an actress and she was not going to get a job in Hollywood, but Ben Shapiro said, "Here's some money," and she says, "Well, what else am I going to do?" So yeah, I think that point's a little bit moot.
But I do have to say here, right?
I'm surprised he makes movies. I never heard that before.
I think that's a business that he wants to get into. I do have to say here, we've got Comrade Ben Shapiro here, right? Yeah, Comrade Ben Shapiro talking about talking about the authoritarian Hollywood left. He's obviously in favour of because obviously, you know, businesses have the right to associate with whoever they want to, and recognising that businesses are basically an authoritarian structure. That's pretty leftist there.
I would have thought Ben Shapiro would think Genghis Khan was a bit of a lefty.
He probably does. But like recognizing that businesses are inherently authoritarian, and that we should switch over to some kind of democratization of the workplace. I mean, that's pretty left right there. So, Comrade Ben Shapiro.
Oops, the corgis are barking. Can you hear that? I hope you can't.
You would. I can just hear them.
All right. Yeah, I can't go anywhere in my house where you can't hear them when they bark. Corgis have very loud barks.
But
yeah, it would be interesting to see what comes out of it. I mean, she might also be still ruining her career by doing this, but yeah, it's like I said, she probably doesn't have anything else right now.
True.
I wonder if she gets residuals from The Mandalorian.
I doubt it. But anyway, so apparently Bill Gates, evil Bill Gates, said that wealthy nations should start to convert to synthetic meat. And that's a reasonable take. But apparently, there are people like Lauren Boebert that are saying, "Come and take it, Bill," posting a picture of their meat.
Why do they always have Germanic names?
I don't know why. But I like Blue Circle saying, "Nothing like claiming to be pro-life while demanding to eat animals." True! Like, yeah, I think...
Is that meant to be real meat or the fake one?
I think that's real meat.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
But, like, I don't see any problem with eating synthetic meat. Like, why wouldn't you eat synthetic meat? Right?
Eating is basically just a chemical reaction, isn't it? You're putting chemicals into your body in the form of meat.
Yeah.
And your body processes them as a chemical reaction, and that turns it into energy and fat stores and all sorts of other things.
I really don't get these people that are hyper fixated on it has to be real meat that I've got to be eating. And it's like, why?
Won't matter. As soon as we develop a neural interface, we'll all be cyborgs within 50 years, so we won't need food. We'll just have to plug into electricity.
One person's chat says Lauren Boebert is a politician in the US. Can't remember if Congress will... That's scary.
Yeah, I wonder if she's Republican or Democrat.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put another vegetable on the barbecue just for Lauren.
Yes.
You know how they're like, oh, I'll put on another steak on the barbecue just for the vegetarian. You know, I'm going to put another vegetable on the barbecue just for the vegetarian, just for the meat eaters out there.
Here's your barbecue carrot.
Yeah. Although to be fair, like,
quite nice, but...
I'm not a big fan of barbecued carrot. I'm not a big fan of barbecued veggies, to be honest. I do like salad, right? Especially if you got some kind of salad dressing. I do like salad.
I'm terrible at making salads. They always end up looking like cheeseburgers.
And I did have a really nice pasta the other day. It was an all-you-can-eat buffet, and I'm not a vegan, right? I'm not a vegetarian either. I had some really nice ham, and I'm sure that the pasta had some kind of chicken in it or something. But, you know, if I'm not going to eat it, someone else also. That's how I'm not morally culpable of it. I know it's a very bad reasoning, but that's one.
Well, we know what PETA stands for, don't we? People eating tasty animals.
True. But, like, I do think that it's a good idea to switch to synthetic meat, you know?
Yeah. Well, for all sorts of reasons.
Yeah.
If it's just as... Well, I don't think it could ever be just as good, but like I said, eating's just a chemical reaction. So if you want the taste of a proper steak, sure, they'll still be available. But if all you want is some food and sort of maybe it's mixed into your cheeseburger or something like that, then that would work with synthetic meat because it'll probably taste the same.
The One Sin says, I can make you a veggie sauce bolognese with good tofu and you would barely taste the difference. Nice.
The difference between good tofu and bad tofu, is that what you're saying?
No, I think he's meaning the difference between like a like a bolognese with meat.
Oh, steak, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to a vegetarian restaurant, and they would bring out things that were like seafood and steak and pork and things like that.
Yeah.
And it was amazing how much they tasted like the real thing.
Yeah, like I think that it's good to have like vegetarian alternatives, and I think that one of the things I found that is really useful is soy meat, right? And that is something that can, in some instances, it actually tastes better than real meat. It's definitely a lot juicier than real meat as well. If you eat soy meat, like, give it a try. Like, it's definitely worth it. Lubo in China says the day when all people switch to synthetic meat will be doomsday for all chickens, cows, and pigs. They are still not extinct because people grow them, eat them. Yeah, that's probably there's probably some truth to that.
Well, they won't go extinct. They'll always be around. There just won't be millions and millions and millions of them because people are eating them. There'll just be a few around kept as oddities, really.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things go. Like, obviously, when you're dealing with things like synthetic meat and whether it's morally right to eat animals, you know, it is one of the things which is very complex when you actually think into the look at the bigger picture. But yeah, anyway.
Adrian Clark says he literally far prefers Linda McCartney fake meat. They make meat out of Linda McCartney these days? Or is it a fake Linda McCartney they make the meat out of?
I have no idea. Anyway, here's something that I actually had to do a bit of research on. I'll use this tab. I'm not going to open too many tabs, otherwise my computer slows down. First we've got Jim Hoft saying, it's a bit cold outside this morning in Middle America. Aren't you glad you aren't heating your home with a solar panel like nitwit socialist AOC is demanding? Alright. And Emily says, do solar panels work in the cold? Yes. Solar panels work by absorbing light from the sun, not heat. In fact, the chemical reactions that occur within the solar panels are far more efficient at cooler temperatures. Also, white snow can act like a mirror to reflect more light onto them. And this is actually true. I did a bit of looking into it to work out how solar panels work, and all the things, they said nothing about heat. They actually said about light.
Yeah.
And
that's why it's called photovoltaic cells. It's nothing about heat. It's not thermocells. They're photovoltaic. Like, I'm having trouble saying that for some reason.
Yeah. And I will admit, I was a bit misinformed about them because of someone from school. Back in the day, they said something about solar panels are bad because they reflect light or something. It's like, well, actually, no, they absorb light.
Well, they do reflect some light, of course, but yeah, the point is that they absorb enough light to generate a current.
Yeah. One person in the chat says, first, not all solar panels are photovoltaic. And second, they don't use chemical reactions. Yeah, it's probably not chemical reactions in them.
It's a catalyst type thing, isn't it?
I
can't say I know.
It's to do with the displacement of like electrons. And because you'll have positive areas and negative areas, that is what generates a current. So he is actually right on that. And yeah, I don't doubt that not all solar panels are photovoltaic.
I thought it was interesting they were saying it was a chilly morning wherever it was in Middle America, and here in Brisbane, Australia, it's 30 degrees Celsius. Nice steamy morning, and it's only 10 o'clock.
Mm. And he says not catalyst either, photoelectric effect. Yeah. I remember a little bit from the video, like I'm not an expert on solar panels, but the general premise that Emily has here is correct. Like, they do work in the cold. You don't need...
yeah, it's not about heat.
Yeah, it's not about...
the main point.
Yeah. Thermal solar is very common, especially for hot water. Yeah, like, there are some thermal solars, but yeah. But, you know, like, it still doesn't change the fact that... none of this changes the fact that Texas was underprepared for all this. You know?
I remember when I lived in the UK, they would cancel trains when it was or freezing rain type of thing because of leaves on the line, and the trains couldn't get traction. And you think that's a country that has those sort of winters all the time, and they're not prepared for it.
Well,
Texas has an excuse. They're usually warm in the winter in comparison, but
you'd think that the people in Alabama wouldn't be prepared for it.
I'm not prepared for that.
Florida as well. I remember they sometimes get frost on the oranges, and that wipes out the whole crop. So.
Well, Kent Hovind does reside in Alabama, and remember,
I'm not prepared for that.
I don't know if you heard.
I didn't know he lived in Alabama actually. So yeah.
I'm sure
he married his sister then.
Yeah. I'm sure the people on stream watching the stream heard that, but I don't know if you heard that. I played Kent Hovind's. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, let's go to some random derp. Oh, we've got
random.
Yeah, well, it's more about some more stuff about astrology. That should have been what I. Anyway, Neil deGrasse Tyson says today Mercury, the most frequently retrograding planet, ends its 20-day grip on civilization. So when bad things happen to you after today, you'll need to find something else to blame them on until Mercury retrogrades again 100 days from now. And I do like that tweet. But John Giuliani...
Giuliano?
Yeah.
Probably Giuseppe. Giovanni Giuliano.
Yeah, that's...
Giuseppe is Joe, yeah.
It sounds a bit like John Barilaro. Says, a quantum physicist wouldn't make fun of astrology the way an astrophysicist would, because a quantum physicist would recognize how planets' gravitational fields shape space-time planes we all enter into existence on, and how we interact with each other as they constantly shift.
Get out the word salad cream.
Yeah, like this is Deepak Chopra in a nutshell.
Can I share my screen?
I think you can.
All right, well, let me just find the appropriate video. Oh, it's on page 2, damn it. Make too much content. Can't find it quickly.
Don't worry, I am actually lacking in monitors. I think my computer can handle 2 more monitors, and I want like one monitor above like that monitor, and another monitor above this monitor.
Let's do this.
What is your stream? As long as it's not porn, then we should be good. We've got a few squares. And I like Robert Adset says, trust me, a quantum physicist would make just as much fun of an astrologer. True. Like, basically, just because you think...
So, I'm sharing my screen, you're obviously not hearing it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it either.
Alright.
See, it's the goddamn Australian internet. You know?
Well, I'm seeing it fine on my screen, so...
Yeah.
How do I stop shit? Oh, okay.
It's obviously the, the Liberal government! And...
Yes. Let me try one more time.
And then not rolling out the...
You might need to accept the fact that I'm trying to share my screen.
I do go watch screen, but...
Alright, so... But I'm not seeing anything, yeah.
Yeah.
Yet I'm seeing something on my end. Oh, well, forget that then.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Essentially, when it comes to this, like, it's just bullshit. Sure, the moon exerts a gravitational pull on you, but it's not enough to do anything, to, drastically change anything in a way that humans would be able to identify, right?
It's like Daniel Pratt in his bathtub. Remember the video he released overnight? He went down to the ocean, collected some seawater, put it in his bathtub, and said, "You're going to rise because the tide will come up." He's just such a fucking idiot.
And I doubt that because Mercury is in retrograde. I doubt that means that Oh yeah, that means that bad things are going to happen to everyone on Earth.
Yeah, so well, yeah, NGT was definitely NDT was definitely being sarcastic there. So.
I do like that the one Sin said, on Australian internet the signal has to be turned upside down first to show it properly. Did you try doing that?
Well, it's the same in New Zealand, remember?
Oh yeah, true.
So maybe I turn mine upside down, but you need to turn yours upside down as well.
Or maybe
Cancel it out, you know?
Yeah. True. But anyway,
I lubricate my ass. Oh, AR-15, that's what it says, okay.
yeah, it says, I lubricate my AR-15 with liberal cum. And I agree with KC here. I have questions.
Yes.
Why? And, like... Why?
Yes, and the second question that Samantha asked down below, that's my next question.
Yeah, like, how does he get the cum? Like...
Hand job, orally.
Yeah, like this... Like, not being mean towards gay people, but this is the gayest thing I have ever seen.
It's in the South Park sense, yeah.
Yeah, in the sense of... Like, yeah, he probably has to give like a dude a blow job or a hand job or something to get that liberal cum. And why not lubricate it with your own cum, right? Like, are you? Do you have erectile dysfunction? I don't.
Do lubricate it with cum at all? I don't think it works very well.
Yeah. It's just like, who thought this was a good idea?
Someone who's an idiot, obviously.
Yeah, it's... Anyway, next thing. Oh! Here we go. We need people... I need everyone to jump over to Twitter. Right? Because... Here we've got Xander Hall saying, okay, if I ratio an old Hassan tweet, he has to follow me. Right? Now, you see, now I'm pretty sure that ratioing, and I may be wrong here, is when you get more likes and retweets and all that than the person that made the initial tweet. So here I have a Xander Hall tweet. Right? Because I said here, the same goes for if I ratio any of your tweets, right? And I think it stands. He didn't respond, but... I'm going to ratio this tweet. It has 1 retweet, 23 likes. Right, and I'm going to quote tweet this. What... I'm going to say internet rule... Hopefully I actually ratio this. Internet rules say that...
In what way is that profile picture you?
Pizza t-shirt. It's also one that I made ages ago. I made that profile picture. So, internet rules say that if I ratio this... Ratio... And I'll... Tweet... Then he has to follow me. Right. Now everyone has, when I tweet, everyone has to head over to Twitter, like my tweet and retweet it, so that we end up ratioing Xanderhall. Then he has to follow me. Hopefully it actually worked. But yeah. And this is an old tweet like where he said, "I'm going live, come watch or you are a liberal." And I'm not a liberal, my friend. I'm not a big fan.
You didn't watch.
What?
You didn't watch. He must be.
I mean, I didn't see it. But yeah, so everyone go over to Twitter and, you know, hopefully there are actually people that don't call Rule 34 with... Don't call for Rule 34 with that. What do you mean? I'm not sure... I'm not sure what they mean by it, but anyway, yeah. Make sure it's over. You know, everyone knows how to get to my Twitter, right? Everyone knows my Twitter is at Planetwalk, right? Yeah, there we go. We've already got one. I've heard of Rule 34 of the internet. I don't know how this applies, but yeah, got to get
2 now.
Yeah, 2. Nice. I'll keep this tab open so that I can. Well, what I'll do is I'll grab a... Oh, that's not the right thing. Here we go. Alright. And I'll keep on propping that up just to see how we're doing. After every little bit. Because we need like 25... Alright. So this is Fred. Don't be like Fred. Fred says, "Hello, miss. I'm going to start streaming next week, so I have a question." And then the person responded with, "Hey, Fred, I'm a little busy today, but I'll try and help. But I'll try to reply when I can. What can I help with?" And he says, "You're partnered, right?" It says, and they say, "Yep, I am." So they ask, "Okay, can I buy your Twitch account, please? $500 is good."
Huh?
They want to buy this person's Twitch account because they're partnered.
That sounds like a scam of some sort.
I don't know. Like, I don't know why they'd sell them the Twitch account. Like, if you've got a partnered Twitch account, I wouldn't sell that. You know, I'm not selling my YouTube channel. You got to pay, well, unless you pay me like $1 million, right? You got to pay that.
Not worth that.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much Twitch pay out. But yeah, I have no idea whether 500 is a good price for that kind of thing. Depends how many members they have, I guess. They work all the same as YouTube. I've never been on Twitch.
Like, and if someone actually did decide to pay me $1 million to buy my YouTube channel, it would instantly be devalued the moment I leave it. Because let's be honest, most people, like half the people that watch my channel, are here for me, right? They're not here for.
Well, you are the brand.
Yeah, I am the brand. So
they have to hire you back as a consultant to continue on and pay you a salary as well as the price for the channel. They just get all the revenue.
But then they said, "You want to buy my Twitch account for $500. Is that what you're saying?" $500 does just about sum up the worth of the hard work I put in to get where I am. I've been waiting for the right man to come along and take it off my hands. Phew! And this person responded with, "You have an impressing channel and I could do well with it." Obviously, they don't English very well. And they
sort of rings alarm bells there, because if you're someone who's business-minded and you have poor English, it generally means that you're not used to doing business in English, and therefore you are probably more likely to be a scammer. I'm not saying necessarily you are, but it's a high likelihood.
Yeah, and then they responded with, "You know what? I just got another offer from someone else. $600 for my Twitch channel. Do you want to up your bid?
Smart business person, this person.
And they said, what? LOL, no way. And then they sent a picture of this saying super official bid $600. Yeah, see? And they said, you wrote that. I'm serious. And they said, just sell this to me. Just sell to me. This is stupid. And they said, hold on. I just got another offer. Put in the work and... put in the work and get out of my DMs. Smiley face. And their response is, bitch.
Some sort of scammer. I mean, it is a lot of work to get a channel up and running to monetize. I've been monetized for 24 hours, and that took me 10 months of work to get here. I've got about 80 videos, each of which took me 8 to 10 hours to put together. So let's say 10 hours to make the maths easy. That's 800 hours, which is a couple of weeks of solid work to start getting a few cents.
Yeah, like...
So, you know...
For me, it took me ages to get monetized, right? Well, actually, it didn't take me that long to get monetized. I was monetized pretty quickly, but that was because they hadn't introduced the rules for monetization when I first got monetized. But then the second monetization took years. Although, to be fair, like, it was mostly me live streaming all the time. Didn't do too well with that. I probably should have started on the Flat Earth content a lot sooner than I did. But, you know. Let's see how the tweet is doing. It's got... it's got 4 likes, 1 quote tweet, and 1 retweet. What's the quote tweet?
So is this going to be the rest of the stream, just seeing how this tweet's going?
We need to get it, we need to get it to 20 likes.
All right, people, go over to Twitter and like it, because he's holding me prisoner here. I'm not going to get out of here until he's got 20 likes. Come on, please. Please let me out.
You also go over there, Hugh Jarsz, and, like, I don't know if you've liked it yet.
I'm not actually on Twitter, but I have enough trouble updating my own community page, let alone other social media.
Yeah. Maybe I should have chosen a tweet that had like 10 likes instead of like 20. I think the original tweet had like 23 likes. So we've got to get 25 likes.
Adam's just made you a nice offer.
What?
In the chat?
100,000 Satoshi. I have no idea what a Satoshi is.
Aren't they like a mandarin?
Maybe. Alright, this one here would be great if I had what's the retweets from? Retweeted by Graham Price. I think the most important thing though is likes. Right? The likes are the important thing. We need to get like 20 likes. So you gotta like and retweet. Don't just retweet. Otherwise, yeah. Anyway. But anyways, this is something that would be good to have AB Science here. Saying, stop doing physics. Particles were not supposed to be looked at. Years of bonker theories, yet no real-world use found beyond looking beyond the first-order derivatives. There's so much wrong with this. Like,
there is. Every single sentence is wrong.
Do they think that electromagnetism? Oh, Satoshi is a millionth of a Bitcoin. Okay.
Or a tenth of a Bitcoin, basically. Which isn't bad these days. Well, that'd be $5,000.
Yeah, I'm not.
About 50,000.
It'll be no, it's a millionth of a Bitcoin, which means that it would be.
Millionth. Yeah, 100,000 is a tenth of a million.
Oh yeah. So
So,
still not like I made more money off that than that from my YouTube channel. So yeah, like there's so much. Like I think it's very much I don't understand it, therefore it has no practical use.
that sums up conspiracy mindset.
Yeah. Wanted to build a weirder model for a laugh. We had a tool for that. It was called experimental conjectures.
Which in the science world we call hypothesis.
Yeah. And it's nice throw, Jimmy. The ball really went. I'm feeling very equation today. Statements dreamed up by the utterly deranged. And it's like, just because you don't understand,
believe in maths.
just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it's false, right?
Yeah.
And then they say, look at what physicists have been demanding your respect for all this time, with all the labs and computer programs we built for them. And this is real physics done by real physicists. And, you know, like...
It's small, I can't quite see what's there. How is that real physics?
Well, this is real physics, real physics, physics diagrams, right?
Yeah. Oh, aren't they saying that what we call physicists isn't real physics, and then this is the real stuff? Or? And real phi is this.
Yeah, I missed that. Anyway, let's see how this is doing. 6 likes, 3, 2. We need the likes. We need more likes. We need 25 likes at least. I think. I think. Hold on. Ratio tweets. Just make sure that I'm not out of the loop on what it is. As when replies to that wasn't the right one. Like when I go to dictionary, it's like, oh, here we go. So it said something. It's, I think it's when greatly outnumbers the amount of replies to a tweet. Okay, I think there's like different definitions. Make sure you reply to the tweet as well. Anyway, like, it's very, very confusing. Internet. I'm gonna have to brush up on it, but yeah. If we've got, let's keep on reloading to. Still only at 6 likes. God damn it. Anyway, where's the Discord? There we go. Be funny if Xanderhall just replied with a rip. Anyway. I actually do have to get Xanderhall on my stream one day. Because, like, I have been trying to, like, for 2 years, I've been meaning to get him onto the stream, but, he never replied to...
You're a liberal, aren't you?
No, I'm a leftist. Get it right. Follow all of the contributors as punishment. But when's the time span? Here's the thing, like... Anyway, here's something that's depressing. I'm not that popular.
Well, this is the same thing as, I'm not saying kill all the stupid people. All I'm saying is take off all the safety warnings and let nature take its course. It's the same sort of thing, isn't it?
But, like, yeah, it is... But this is very depressing, like... 50% of Republicans say they have or will take a vaccine for COVID-19. And I know that immediately I'm going to be getting the vaccine as soon as...
Well, what's even weirder is the vaccine was developed under Trump. So why would they doubt it, you know?
Yeah, it's also depressing that this is the amount of Democrats that are, like, not even 90% of Democrats are wanting to get it. So, like, there's this number of Democrats that say that they'll get the vaccine in the future. Like, we need about 70% for herd immunity, right? So I think it might reach 70%.
My only concern is, will it actually work? It'd be interesting to see, because trials are one thing, the real world is another. If it actually works in the real world, then I have no problem getting it. What I want to know is that I would like to hang back a little bit and see if it does work before jumping feet in. But in principle, definitely yes. I want to get it.
Yeah. I like how sometimes it will say 3 replies to a tweet, and
because you got to remember, we've had the flu for time immemorial, ever since we've had vaccines. We've had a flu vaccine, but it only works for a short period of time. Flu is another form of coronavirus. COVID-19 is the disease that's created by this particular coronavirus. We've never come up with an effective vaccine for any coronavirus before. The fact that we've done so in 9 months or so is a bloody miracle. So you can't expect it to work straight off, is what I'm saying.
One of the things that I actually say is the reason why we got it within 9 months is because the technology for this has been in development for decades. Right? It's just...
Plus we had the reason to push it through as quickly as we could, yeah. Because the quicker we did it, the more lives we saved.
Yeah. Like, the technology for this is definitely, it's a breakthrough in science, right? And so having this technology in production for decades it will be useful for if there's any future pandemics. And it may be that as long as we can easily make new vaccines for new viruses, then we could possibly just solve solve any possible pandemic that comes up, even potentially superbugs.
Well, yeah, because we don't have a cure for the common cold, which is also a coronavirus. But maybe we'll have the technology now, because we've been having to deal with this particular variant of the SARS virus. But we can actually combat those things now, and that'll be a good thing. All those people would not have died for nothing, you might say. Yeah.
Although I don't necessarily think that I don't necessarily think that we needed a virus to really push the technology. I think it was just we were getting there just as the coronavirus hit.
Oh, I think that's unlikely. Demand is a very motivating factor for commercial operations, especially big pharmacy.
Yeah, definitely.
So, like technology shot up during World War II. That's probably one of the good things that came out of World War II, because they had to put so much effort into developing technologies that would give them an edge.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd die, basically. So it's the same with coronavirus. We got a choice between dying or making this work. So the sooner we get it to work, the better.
Yeah. All right. So this is something that I just came across on Twitter today, and it's one person saying, "I've never met a girl who actually plays games before. What games do you play?" And they respond with LOL, right? And they say, "Why is that funny?" When LOL, for those of you who aren't gamers, LOL stands for League of Legends. Right?
That's a little confusing.
Yeah.
It's got to be a lowercase o, does it?
Yeah, there's a lowercase o.
Whereas elsewhere it's an uppercase o, which is a different word.
Laugh out loud would be...
Yeah. Or if you're a mother, you think it means lots of love.
True. And so when it's like, "Oh, my dog died," you say, LOL.
Yep.
I've heard that joke so many times.
Well, it was true. You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's happened many times. It's just the sort of thing that people do.
Yeah. I've only got 6 likes. This is...
Got how many? 63 watching now. Surely there's
there's
another 14 Twitter accounts out there.
Yeah, surely I'd need at least 20. I think 20 would properly count. So I need there's 63 people watching. Surely a third of you can go and like this tweet, right? LOL stands for League of Legends and the sound you make when uninstalling it. Yeah, possibly. I have never I've never played League of Legends myself. I do play MTG Arena, although everyone has seen me play that. Anywho, that's about the end of the stream, I think. I've got no more stuff in the Russia's Stupid. This is one of...
Surely that was enough stupid for today.
Yeah, we had some real dumb... as Kent Hovind would say, real dumb. Although I do have a nice little...
Surely with 63 watching, we've got one more person who can join as a Planet Walk channel member. Just click the join button down below the stream.
Yeah,
and that'll give him the one he can get the flat Earth emoji.
Yeah, I'm really asking people to get involved in the stream, aren't I?
63 people, why not?
Although there is
Although once again, Planet Walk, I've got another comparison to make. You've got 10 times my subscribers, and you've got 63 odd, or 64 now watching. Whereas yesterday, I have a tenth of your subscribers, and I had 90 watching.
I think the peak...
My dick's bigger than yours, I'm saying. So.
Yeah, I did have peak of about 100 and 108 108 viewers as peaks.
Of course, the main reason I had so many yesterday is because you were on the stream.
Yeah, and FTFE.
And the reason you got so few now is because I'm on the stream.
But yeah, we've got an actual photo of Schrodinger's cat. And just as a nice little palette cleanser for everyone.
I like that.
So, check Twitter.
Although it's a little bit different. Is the cat in the box or not?
Show additional replies. I've got people making new accounts. I don't know if there's something else in the notifications. Oh,
You got 8 now. 8 likes. Come on, there's 12 more people in here surely with Twitter that can go over Planet Walks.
I'd say about 18 we need to properly ratio it. Wait.
Well, just 10 then.
Oh no, we need to get 18 more to properly ratio
I thought you
it.
said 20 in total.
Yeah, we need about 26, I'd say, because the original tweet got 23, so I need like a decent number more likes then.
There you go.
Oh,
Earth emoji. Thanks to Adam.
Did I? Oh, Adam. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, I'll go and get... What I'll do is I'll end up the stream and then... Yeah, we're trying to ratio a tweet, but it's not working so well. Pixel Domination. You're going to create sock accounts just so I can...
Twitter sock accounts, yeah.
Just so I can ratio someone.
And when you do the @PlanetWalk for the Twitter ID, don't do the deliberate mistake I did on my live stream yesterday and misspell Planet Walk. That does have an R in there.
Yeah, people do misspell it.
No one saw that.
But
so people don't notice.
Yeah. But anyway,
Planer Walk, really.
Well, it's one of them things which I have a... When it comes to how to pronounce Planer Walk, like I have a way that I pronounce it, and not everyone pronounces it that way. So you can't join forever.
Your name, so you get to set how it's pronounced.
Well, Adam just said that he can't join forever. I mean, you don't have... Like, here's the thing. You only join if you can afford it, right? But I don't know if how things quite work with that.
Yeah, he could join. You create the emoji, and then he can leave as a member, and then you've got it. You've done it.
Yeah, I'm not...
But I don't know if you get to keep it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's quite how it works. I'd like it to be how it works. But, you know. Anyway, with that, I'll end up the stream. Make sure you go over to Twitter and keep on liking. And basically, we're trying to ratio this. I'm trying to ratio this tweet. So, you know. Anyway,
You're sounding like Bob Hawke there. I'll get to say to you.
yeah, where is... I'm trying to find the... That's why OBS is all the way over here. There we go. And now I can go. Anyway, I will see you in the next stream next week, which will be with Landon Knoll, who will be telling us... Well, we're going to be discussing different ways to calculate pi. I know how to calculate pi. Landon Knoll is able to calculate pi to many more digits than I am able to. So he's really the person to... He's a much better person to ask about calculating pi. So yeah. Anyway.
Don't forget to subscribe to Hugh Jarsz.
Yeah, don't forget to go over to Hugh Jarsz and FTFE, the people that were on the panel. But anyway, I will see you in the next video or stream. Between you and me, thank you for watching.